Hello, today is April 21st, 2021, and I'm going to read on the state of Navalny's health at the moment and just see if what it looks like going into the near future. So I'm just going to do a Celtic cross on Navalny. Alexei Navalny. And his health. So I asked my spiritual mentors and the Creator to help me read accurately and clearly. I'd like to know what the state of Navalny's health is and how it will be into the future, if he'll be okay. What can you share with me, Spirit? And I ask you, Creator, to share, so I understand clearly. All right. Celtic cross. Right now, he is covered by the Four of Cups. It is a state of where you feel disconnected. I'd say there's a certain degree of apathy, of course, with this card. Now, what's crossing him is his determination and his loyalty to his principle. So he is, I think, resigned, although he's just kind of keeping to what he said he would do and waiting to see what happens. There is a certain amount, it's really actually chilly here today, so despite the fact that I'm in California, it is not always warm in California, especially not Northern California. But back to Navalny. Yeah, there is a feeling that he is waiting. It's kind of like he's very apathetic about the Russian officials. He does not get hopeful, or this is what I'm getting with this card in dealing with them. It's like same, stuff, different day. So there's a certain degree of apathy, disconnection. And just going through the motions, just kind of disconnecting and going through the motions to cope with his situation. But he's very determined. Look how determined he is between the Knight of Pentacles and that Four of Pentacles, the Knight crossing him and the Four as his basis in this wheel of in the Celtic cross. Okay, crowning him is the Three of Swords. So this is about betrayal. This is about illness. This could, I think, affect his heart, quite possibly, because this is the heart typically card. It is a card that's likely to pop up when you're getting people having heart attacks or heart disease or just not being well. Not always with the heart, but just maybe not being well. So he is not well. Certainly that is true because he is on a hunger strike. There is a Queen of Swords in his recent past. So this would be an adult female. There is some new development that he has in his near future, and it is in the earthly realm because it's the Page of Pentacles, and it is a new development regarding health and well-being. And I feel like there's a woman here. I don't know if she's like somebody that relays the information, if this is his wife. I'll have to look at birthdays again. Potentially she would be an air sign, but this could also be Navalny, a kind of an aspect of him, quite possibly, because he's an air sign, but this might be the more feminine energy within him, where he is keeping to his principles. And he's knowledgeable about what he's doing to a degree, I see with that Queen of Swords. There is intelligence and academic awareness, but I think he begins to make some progress with his demands here in the relatively near future. He's going to gain, some leverage, and that's what he's looking to gain. Unfortunately, this is the tactic that he has to use because Vlad has such an ironclad chokehold on Russia. Okay, let's go to where his mind is at, and this is on, he wants the pressure to build, to just really double and build upon Putin, and it will, actually. This is going to become a nail-biter situation. In his environment are extremes. There's a juggling back and forth. And I feel like this is the instability of his situation, that in his environment we're being shown not a person necessarily, but the instability of it. My stomach's so growling, I'm so sorry. So it's like there's instability there. So it's a very precarious situation. It is. And the cards are confirming that and affirming that. This particular card, that, in that slot, means in his environment there is a lack of stability. And the people in his environment are not stable that he's around. So it can be an extreme to another extreme. There's extremes in his environment. And I think they're putting him to extremes. So I think he's taken their tactic and turned it on them through the use of a hunger strike. Because I do believe that it will get down to it's already hairy. It's already a scary situation. That's what I'm trying to read on it. But let's just continue. This is in the hopes and fears. And that he's hoping to draw attention, to draw the world's attention. Near and far. He wants the world's attention on Putin, to pressure him. And that is exactly what would be helpful. He has hope and holds on. There is the star. And to me, I feel like there is also a spiritual intensity to this situation because of what it means. Navalny, I think, once again, will go through stuff that is horrible on his health, but I feel that he will gain the attention that he's seeking to, it shows, and that he begins to gain leverage. We get the Three of Pentacles. I'm just drawing a couple of cards. I feel like this is the involvement of the world and other key nations like United States, like Great Britain, Australia, and other states that states, other countries that agree. And I see three being pivotal, or this would be, I think you're going to get condemnation from English-speaking countries going to become more vocal about what Putin is doing. Not only America, but more so in Europe and around the world. I don't think Vlad, I just got intuitively that Vlad has never had what he's going to have with regard to what Navalny will bring with attention. Putin has been pressured and stuff, but this is a very different situation. This back and forth that he's had going on with Navalny, he will be in deep trouble if Navalny should pass. I don't think Navalny is actually going to, but I think he comes really close. I think he's dancing very close to death, so I do worry for him. Yeah, what I see happening is he's able to inspire people around the world, and is going to pick up that energy of inspiring people around the world will pick up, and that focus then will be on Putin. I think more to the degree than he's ever had before, as I was trying to say. And the Ten of Cups, this is for Navalny and the Sun. He is able to expose Putin in a way that hasn't been done before, in a way that in a way and in a time that is very meaningful. And I feel he will have success here. And I think he'll be reunited with his family with that Ten of Cups. I think there will be intervention or action taken by other nations like America and others who form a group that really put pressure, I think, with that Page of Wands or Knight. It's a Knight, actually, so yeah, it gets activated. People are working together to help him. More than one. Variety. And I think they'll be able to get him back to his family, to heal. Look at that. There is deceit where the health care that they quote-unquote gave him is. He's going to require, I see after this, a lengthy recovery. Because there were things that were not done and things that were done, I think, to keep him ill or to give him no help. You know, to make him more miserable was the whole key. So I feel like somehow he gets transferred to a place where he can be reunited with his family. I don't see him passing, but I see him, again, I'm shown a very significant time for recovery. He will have great support. Great support. It's just his time to shine. And the devil, he's going to expose he's going to allow Vlad to expose himself, so to speak, of the corruption will be clear. People will be able and more interested to keep an eye on the corruption going on with the within that country. And I think Navalny will be able, again, to point out important information about what was done and not done in his treatment. And that's going to be very important, because when other nations hear, I think there's something very big that's going to happen here. And this is a big change. It will be a big change for Putin. Here we get the Lovers. Yeah, and people who have, I feel like other countries are going to reconsider here doing business with him and his government, as long as he's in charge, as long as he's anywhere in sniffing distance. He's got plenty of people, but I really feel like they are on the brink of beginning to finally weaken Vladimir Putin's power hold. I think we are at the beginning stages, the first rumblings. They've been happening for a while, but they're picking up. And I think it's starting to pick up a little bit. Because this thing that Navalny's doing will expedite, I think, the loss of power than otherwise would have happened. I see Navalny surviving and thriving to see another day at least, but it will take a long recovery, because I think they're going to find out more things that went on to him while he was in the Russian prison, definitely. And as that comes out, as that is shared, I feel like with this Lover's card and the Seven of Pentacles, that at least America, and I think probably some other nations, will reassemble, so to speak, change the formation of how they do business with Russia until he's. And there's also looking at who Putin is connected to. I feel like here, this is Navalny's reading, but I'm seeing that that he is able to expose the corruption, and I feel like it will cause a difference in the economy of Russia, because of sanctions and other countries considering what to take action. The moon, yeah, and the tower. This darkness, this what has been installed at the tippy top, is going to fall, because it's rotten. It's just so thoroughly corrupt. I get that it has weak points now at this, and it will come down. I feel like the end of this really harsh kind of a regime, it's a big change for Russia. It is perhaps, and most likely because of the era we're in, definitely going to be that game changer where they're going to have something very different and very new. than they've had in a long time. I feel like Russia. This is Russia, and that time cycle of a harsh, rigid, authoritarian leadership being over with. And here we go to being more independent. There's more freedoms. Their economy will do better. More people creating businesses. Yes, I see her economy will do better, but after they get rid of, they're going to, it's going to become so bad. I feel like with the sanctions, that it's like pressure, 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 and Vladimir Putin is like a cystic acne that's going to get, you know, not to be gross, but he's gross, so there's that. That's what I'm seeing. And I do see Navalny doing better, but I feel that there will be massive changes that come about as a result. And I feel like he will have a very long, significant time to recover, that he will get out from underneath Putin. One of the things is that he's going to make sure that he ruins Putin, and he will. So that's on Navalny. I still get that he will make it through. I think it's very, very up and down with that Two of Pentacles. It's very unstable, and it is dangerous. But I just get that he's meant to make it through. So I leave that with you for Navalny. All right? And I'll see you in the next video. If you are new, thank you for subscribing. If you are not new, thank you for subscribing. Please make sure you're still subscribed. And hit the like button if you'd be so kind, and share. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.